What a beautiful day, getting you set for a big weekend, Father's Day weekend. And check out this backyard, because we'll be doing that this weekend, hanging out with Papa. And listen, it might be a little bit too late to get this done for Dad for Father's Day, but Dads, maybe you can put in a little bit of groundwork. So happy to be joined by Betta from Rockstella Stonery. Good morning, Betta. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm awesome. Okay, this is a setup.
Every father's dream.
I would think so.
You know, you snap your fingers. Have they been really good this year? Then maybe something like this.
You're seeing more and more of these outdoor kitchens popping up.
Absolutely.
Right? Spending time outside in the backyard.
Yep. Well, people invest inside their house and now taking some of that investment outside. And with restrictions kind of lifting, what's nice is being able to be outside with a few more people than your family. So why not set up?
Because we're sick of our families right now.
A little bit.
Let's be honest.
And at least if you're outside with them, there's some more distance.
Yeah.
A little bit more social distance.
Let's first, before we get into the countertop, Rockstella.
Yes.
What are you guys all about?
So Rockstella in Stoney Creek, they specialize in all kinds of stonework, granite countertops, all different types inside the kitchen, inside the bathroom, inside in your home, even like a fireplace. Okay. But now they're taking some of that design outside.
We're seeing this more and more.
Yep.
So what type of countertop is this?
So for this one in particular is granite. Granite is a super popular choice. It's a natural stone, gorgeous, blends in really nice with the elements as it is. Mm-hmm. And on the mineral hardness scale, it rates at about 6 or 7, which is a really, really durable surface.
So when it goes like higher it goes, the
harder it is.
The better it is for, like, let's say scratches, that type of stuff?
Exactly. So it's heat resistant. So, you know, we're in the sun, so it's not going to blister or crack in the sun with the UV rays.
And you're out in the elements, right? This one specifically doesn't have a cover over top.
Exactly. The homeowner's looking at building something, but for the time being, and that's something you might want to consider when you're choosing granite for outdoors. Sometimes, because granite is a natural stone, you'll get ones that have more patterning or more veining, and you want to be careful with that, only because with the veining there may be resins which can warp. So if you want something a little more uniform, it works great for outdoors. Okay,
I'll just take this.
Me too. We'll just lift this up.
Let's take this up.
Bring it to the truck.
Let's just take it with us. Cool. Okay, a lot more things to get into though. So let's take a break, because this is granite. You have some other examples of if you didn't like granite, what you might want to do for an outdoor kitchen or indoors too, right?
Absolutely.
But like, how do you create something like this? When we come back, we'll talk to technician Cam, and he'll break it all down for us. We come back with Rockstella Stonery on Morning Live. Come back to Waterdown, hanging out in this backyard oasis. How about this setup, huh? Pretty sweet. We're with Rockstella Stonery, kind of allowing you to create your own one with technician Cam.
Hey, how are you doing?
Pal. What are you doing?
Well, right now I'm measuring up this, demonstrating using the Pro Liner, which is the machine that we use to template all of our countertops. You know, we pride ourselves on using the very best technology in the industry, the most precise and accurate. It's really important when we're doing countertops that we get everything perfect. We want it to look, you know, beautiful for years, because it is an investment.
Because I was going to say that you don't want to measure something and then it comes in, it doesn't fit, or it's off a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Right? I mean, that's very, very important.
Is it easier or harder to do it outdoors than indoors?
Yeah, outdoor does present some challenges, right? We can see with this material here that it's all over the place, right? So our points of reference are varying, and it's really important that we have a technology that enables us to actually scribe that contour. So we want to map it all the way out, and then we can transfer it digitally over to our computer to process further in AutoCAD.
When you say scribe, does that mean measure?
Yeah, basically we're measuring points all the way along here, and we're going to get, instead of just a straight line, it's going to be a contour, right? So we can visualize exactly what that contour is, and we can know exactly how we're going to cut the stone to perfectly fit the installation.
So this is what type of stone?
This is a granite installation.
Granite. Okay, so why is granite good for outdoors?
Granite is a natural stone. Right. You know, it doesn't require very little maintenance, and you know, it's also a beautiful product and perfect for.
Yeah, it looks pretty
awesome,
slick.
right?
Well, it looks pretty slick. Goes in with the barbecue and everything.
Absolutely.
As far as, like, let's look at thickness. Like, how thick do we got here, Cam?
Well, that's a 3 cm material, so 1.25 inches.
Okay, is that kind of standard, or what people?
Yeah, that's very standard for a solid slab. We also have 3/4 inch, so we can do a mitered profile to give you any thickness that is desired, the appearance of it.
What about so a little overhang?
Yeah, I mean, when we're doing the measurements, we're always going to talk with the client about what are the overhangs that they want. It's an important part of how the product actually looks. This is more of a traditional overhang, about 1 inch. That's pretty standard.
Because why do you want an overhang?
Well, I mean, it's the look, right?
Okay.
So this is like a traditional look.
Whereas, let's say, if this is more of a...
Yeah, in this particular case, this is just done for the outdoor installation, but when we're dealing with the faces of cabinets, it really affects how it looks. Like if you think about European style cabinetry, we often have a really tight overhang, and it looks a little bit more modern. This is a little bit more traditional of a look.
We got anything cooking in here?
I wish.
Let's get this stuff fired up. Okay, we're in the elements. It's a beautiful day today, but what about when it's not beautiful, or even those winter months, because that does arrive here in Canada?
Absolutely, it does.
Let's talk about that with Cam from Rockstella Stonery in Stoney Creek on Morning Live. Welcome to my backyard. I wish.
I wish too.
Right? Back with Cam from Rockstella Stonery. We're focusing a lot on outdoor kitchens, outdoor designs.
It's the season.
Are you seeing more and more?
Yeah, absolutely.
With this type of stuff?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I'm going around and, more and more people are doing outdoor barbecues, especially people are fixing up their homes.
Right.
They've been stuck at home all year.
Well, you see this kind of setup too. This is amazing with the pool and everything. But you can still work something in like this into your backyard, and we're getting into summer, so we got the sunshine on us. How durable is something like this, not only with, let's say, UVs, but when the weather gets a little bit colder?
I mean, it's a natural stone, so it requires very, very little maintenance, and that's why we definitely use it outside. But, the thing about granite is that it is...
That's what this is. This is granite.
This is granite, yeah, and granite's a porous material, so the only thing you have to keep in mind is that you do need to periodically seal it, and the interval at which you have to do so is dependent on the material, but it is something that we have to do as part of the maintenance.
And can you seal it yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a very easy process. It can be done.
Is that some sealant there that you got?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah.
So just even you want to demonstrate for us how you would?
For sure. I mean, with a surface like this, I mean, you don't always have to seal it. It doesn't have to be done all the time. Right. We're going to maintain the countertop as usual.
When you say all the time, are you saying once a month?
No,
couple times a year?
We can say 6 to 18 months as.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Okay.
So yearly, you could think of it like that. But it is dependent on the material, so you do want to clarify that with us.
On how much you need to do
it. Yeah, exactly.
And it's just a simple spray on type?
Pretty much, yeah, you got it. But the first thing you want to do is just make sure that the surface is thoroughly dry, and you want to degrease it with alcohol prior. This surface is nicely sealed at the moment, so we don't have to worry about it. But you're just going to thoroughly coat it like that, and you're going to follow the instructions that are stated on the product by the manufacturer for whichever sealant that you've decided to go with. If you don't want to do it yourself, we also offer it as a service, and we're happy to do it for you as well. So you can always contact us if you have any inquiries regarding, sealing your countertop.
This is a dark granite. Is like a darker type of stone like this good for outdoor kitchen?
Absolutely. I mean, it looks great, and it's a hard surface. It's durable, and it matches. I think it really does go with the
barbecue and everything.
The barbecue, the stone they've selected. Yeah.
Winter. What do you do in the winter?
Well, winter you can cover it up. So that's one of the things that you can do during winter, but.
Could you use it? Could you use it all winter?
You know what? I think so. Look right behind you.
No, I know, right?
I think we're on the same page here.
Yeah. But snow sitting on it, is that?
Yeah, I mean, I think we recommend that you cover it up. Right?
That's a good way to say it. Just cover it up. And if you want to use it, because you got the barbecue here.
You got the barbecue.
Get the barbecue going. But we've been focusing on granite, but that's just like one type. There's so many other different types. Porcelain, I guess, is another one.
Yeah, we've already talked. Yeah, okay, porcelain as well.
So let's take a break, and we'll get into that with Betta when we come back with Rockstella Stonery, making your backyard look nice. I'm Morning Live. Just making myself comfortable in somebody else's backyard kitchen because it just feels like comfort. So I know it's Father's Day this weekend. Liz, if you're watching, this is what I want. Okay, if you could get it installed by Sunday, that would be great. Back here with Betta from Rockstella, which is a great name, by the way, for a stone company. So we've been talking about this is granite, right?
Yes.
Which is awesome. Loving the color of this.
Absolutely.
But there's so many other options besides the granite.
Absolutely. Granite is your natural stone option, whereas we have another option called porcelain,
Okay.
right? So a lot of times you think of porcelain tile, but now it's cut into larger slabs and used for countertops. So no grout is needed, so you don't have to worry about that. The maintenance is so easy. So we talked about granite being an easy maintenance kind of stone. Porcelain, literally you wipe it with a damp cloth, maybe a little bit of water, and that's it.
Okay. You brought some props.
I brought some
which is
props
good.
because, you know, it's television.
Right. Red wine.
Here we go.
Okay. Popular to have on the counter at our
Exactly.
house. But
So,
Spilly McSpillerson over here sometimes
You
has a little accident.
exactly. Sometimes it happens. You're celebrating outside.
Right.
It's getting a little later and you're a little wobbly. So this surface, with granite, it's a porous surface.
So
Whereas
it would absorb it a little bit more?
it potentially could.
Okay.
If it isn't properly sealed, then yes. But with porcelain, not a problem at all. It's a non-porous surface.
You doing the honors?
So, you know, you're like, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh no, I got one.
Yes.
If it was with marble, your homeowner would be panicking right now. But with porcelain,
Because marble absorbs it.
it
right?
does. That one is a very porous surface.
But it's just kind of sitting
See,
right
it kind
on
of
top.
beads on top.
Yeah.
You grab a little paper towel, wipe it up,
Amazing.
not a drop.
Can I spill on this one too?
You can put.
Is this
totally.
is this the same?
Similar? It's just a different finish. This one's more of a matted finish. This one's a glossy finish.
Okay.
Another demonstration. So not only is it stain resistant, but it's also scratch resistant. So you're chatting with your knife, which hopefully you don't. Viewers, don't do that. You just scratch along here, or you're chopping stuff up.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be really cutting on there, but sometimes
No,
it does
but
happen.
if it does happen, say with barbecue tools that are a little bit
Right.
sharper, it does not leave any scratches behind.
Price difference between?
There is a price difference. Also, too, because with porcelain, you need a very specialized installation material,
Okay.
so that you get the nice cuts, which Rockstella we do have, Italian grade technique and installation process, and all
Nice.
the equipment that we use.
But any of this stuff, like this can be used inside too, right? We're
Absolutely.
using the example
Yeah.
of outside because we are into the summer, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we're kind of thinking about. But you guys are doing
Absolutely.
both, just not
Both,
outside.
yeah.
You're doing it
So you
indoor,
can
too.
kind of bring that investment from inside, outside,
Okay.
and enjoy both spaces.
Still got any wine left?
We're gonna
Cheers.
spill it all.
Here's to
Cheers!
good stuff.
Happy Friday!
Happy Friday, y'all! Happy Father's Day!